Hello boys, I'm back. Final Ryzen build here. Well, I'm just fucking around. I decided to be British for 5 seconds. Because they sound smarter and everybody watches their videos. Because they sound smarter even though they necessarily are not. Anyway, Ryzen 7 1800X, finally $2,000 build. Well, it's over $2,000, but I'm guessing if you're gonna spend like $2,000 on your build, well, you can give extra like $32, $38, $50. And I do not suggest you cheap out on anything if you're giving this much money for a build. So let's begin. We have the Ryzen 7 1800X. Now you are going to want to overclock the shit out of this processor, which is why I made two versions of this build. One comes with a water cooler, which is the Corsair H100i, which is not immediately compatible with the Ryzen processor or the Ryzen motherboard. You can, however, request a compatibility bracket, but that is just for the water cooler. I couldn't find any that is immediately compatible that is a water cooler. Now, the second version is the air cooler version. This is a very good cooler, and Noctua NHD15S. And it's $79, I think, on Amazon right now. And it's an air cooler, and it's pretty damn good for the price. It supports AM4 right off the bat, so you can just get that and do not worry any further. Now, for the motherboard, I decided to go with the Gigabyte Aorus, the one motherboard that everybody's talking about right now. The one thing that I do not like, well, it is feature rich, is going to do absolutely everything that you're going to need, except maybe change the colors, because I think it only comes in orange version. I couldn't see that it supports Aura, for example, that you can change colors as you go. That's one thing that I do not like. It looks amazing. It really does. Now, there are alternatives to this. For example, you can get one of the ASRock Taichi, for example. It's about the same price. Of course, there is the killer version, which is $144, which could just lower the entire price of the build to under $2,000 in the end. Of course, on Newegg, as always, it's out of stock. Everything is just out of stock, which just makes no sense. The Fatality, wait, $250, of course. Do you guys remember Fatality? That guy, like, he was really big 10 years ago. Everybody that's streaming right now and that is competing in the ESL and all these leagues right now just can't really approach this guy. Like, he's fucking untouchable. He was the pro gamer of pro gamers. Like, he was playing Quake and stuff. Let me just Google him. I think his name was Wendell something. He was on everything. Nearly every product had his name. Yep, that's him, Jonathan Wendell. That guy. Oh, I strayed way off topic right now, but I wanted to see this. Oh man, I remember this. Good old 2000s. Yeah, good times. Oh, there's a Logan. You remember Logan? Like, he's from Tech Syndicate. Now they're called Crit TV or something. Oh, he looks so young here. He's recommending headphones or something. Tiger TV. I remember that. That was good. Oh, okay. I strayed way off topic here. Whew. All right, let's just go back to the build. I'm sorry. Either way, for RAM, you can cheap out on the RAM as well. Basically, I put 16 gigabytes here. And you can go with less, but since this is a Ryzen build, it's mostly for editing. Of course, gaming is going to be just fine with this. Corsair Vengeance LED. Now, this comes with LED lights and existing 16 gigs. Now, this is DDR4 3000, but have in mind currently on Ryzen motherboards, there's an issue if you go over 2133. So in BIOS, if you can just select 2133 until new versions of BIOS comes out, then you can go to higher speeds after that. I've seen the new Ryzen 5 video that they released a few days ago. I'll leave a link in the description along with everything here that you see. The Ryzen 5 that is coming out apparently some of the boards that they're using will apparently fix the issue, and they tested the RAM that was between 2133 and 2933, which is the first time I ever heard of 2933. Either way, the difference was like 16 FPS, which I do not believe is correct. I just refuse to believe it. Like, the hardware on both builds was pretty much the same. The FPS difference was like 16. I was like, okay, that's just impossible. I would guess that the speed that they were referring to could actually be very useful in processing, video exporting, and stuff like that. but in gaming, I do not think it will be that high of a difference. Okay, moving on to the storage now. We got the Western Digital Caviar Black. I keep recommending that. 5-year warranty is going to do just fine. $85 right now. On Outlet PC. Now for the SSDs, I've been giving a lot of shit for this, and the motherboards actually support the M2 slot, so I decided to put in an M2 SSD since it is a lot faster. If you want to go cheaper, you can get the 850 EVO, but it's not M2. Costs like $30 less, so you know, if you really can't afford it, maybe go with that one. But the speed is very, very good on the 960 EVO M2. Have in mind, if you do connect an M2 SSD into this, one of the SATA connectors will become unavailable. All right, now for the graphics card, I may be hated for this. I didn't choose the Zotac, it chose me. No, I'm just kidding. But basically, it's one of the versions that do cost $699 right now, since you can order a 1080 Ti right now, but there's some sellers, for example, on Amazon, that are selling it for like $150 over the price, and that's why it's getting shit reviews. The Zotac is not specifically the one I'm recommending. Any that is costing $699 when it comes out, and it's coming out like in a week or two, is going to be amazing for 4K or 1080 or sorry 1440p gaming. Is going to do just fine. I specifically like the ROG version, the OC gaming edition, which is going to be, well, look at it. It's got 3 fans right here, so cooling is not going to be a problem. It's factory overclocked. The RGB lights can also be controlled with the Tweak application on your desktop. So you can pretty much get this and match the colors on the graphics card with the rest of your build. Now, if you're watching this from the future, which is after March sometimes when the Vega comes out, I will also update the description with the Vega card that's appropriate for this build. There's nothing on it yet, so I'm hoping AMD will do to graphics cards what they did to processors, and just put something useful out there. So we'll have to see. All right, now, as far as case is concerned, I got 2 choices. Again, NZXT or Corsair. In this case, it's the Phantom 530. It comes in 3 different colors. It's fairly cheap, but it is very high quality. Now, this is how it looks inside. It's got enough base for the hard drives. The cable management looks very nice. It's got the holes that you can put the cables through. Well, that's probably the most simple way I could put it. Either way, it looks very good. It comes in 3 different colors. If you don't want to go with the NZXT, which I would recommend, it looks like Alienware except just not being too overpriced. You got the Corsair 700D ATX. It also comes with 2 fans in the front, 1 fan in the back. I do not think it has one on the top, although it very well could. The air filters on this are very, very nice, unlike the case that I have, which is from Cooler Master, which is just a dust-sucking machine. Either way, a very good case. Either one of these 2 will do just fine, although the Corsair 750D is more expensive, about $50 more expensive depending on where you actually buy it. So that's it for the cases. In the end, we got the power supply. EVGA Supernova G2. It's 850 watts, which will be enough for this build and will give you extra headroom. I do not recommend going SLI with this build or Crossfire when Vega comes out. However, it is modular, and these are the images of the cables that you receive with it, and it's got 80 plus gold efficiency certification. Very good power supply, highly recommended, and for this build it's going to be just fine. So how do you like this build? Leave a comment down below, leave an opinion. If you think I left something out and you would like to ask a question, also leave it in the comment section. I will respond within about 24 hours. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'm finally done with Ryzen builds for about the next 20 days. I am going to do monitors next, 4K monitors, ultra wide monitors. I will upload a video from the Ryzen Storm 2 gameplay. I got into the closed beta finally. It took them like half a year to send me an invite, but they finally did. So I'm going to upload a gameplay of that maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next.